Hi, welcome back or welcome to the channel. Today I will be going over with you guys what Archon Shards are, as well as how to get Archon Shards to make your Warframe more powerful. In order to get to this exact screen that I am on, you will have to build the Helminth Helminth Archon segment, which you get the Archon Shard segment blueprint by completing Veilbreaker quest. So as soon as you complete the Veilbreaker quest, you'll get the blueprint. Then you'll just go to the foundry and build it like you normally would build anything, any blueprint in this game. After you finish building the blueprint and collecting it, it would say install segment, and then you simply just install the segment just by clicking on the thing. It will give you a prompt. After you install it, click on Archon Shards, and now we will go over the Archon Shards. Okay, let's start with this one, the Crimson Archon Shard. You get to choose between 5 of these 5, okay? So let's see, Crimson Archon Shard. You would have to have one, which I'll get into in a little bit, how to acquire them. Let's see, melee critical damage, you can choose plus 25%, plus 25% primary static chance, or plus 25% secondary critical chance, plus 10% ability strength, plus 10% ability duration. You could pick, it would go here, and it would take up one of your 5 slots, which you'll have 5 slots for. Let's go into what Amber Archon Shard would do. Plus 30% maximum energy is filled on spawn, plus 100% effectiveness on health orbs, plus 50% effectiveness on energy orbs, plus 25% casting speed, or plus 15% parkour velocity you can pick. Or there is this, which is Azure Archon Shard. Plus 150 health, plus 150 shield, plus 50 max energy, plus 150 armor, or 5 health regen per second. Now, if that wasn't crazy enough, there are these extra shards called Talford Azure, Talford Archon Shards. Each one of the regular variant have a chance of the Talford variant dropping, and all it does is it increases the stats a bit more. Like, if I were to click on this, you'd see it increases it from 5 to 7.5, 100 from 150 to 225, from 50 to 75, from 150 to 225, and from 150 to 225. And all I would do in order to install this is click on here and then hit embed. Are you sure you want to embed the Azure Archon Shard for plus 7.5 health regen? A shard can be removed later using Helminth resources. So, there we go, right there. Now, that's what I would need to remove the chart from him, which I can do at any time for just the resource cost right there. And yeah, he gets regen per second now. And now, as for how you get them, currently there are only two ways. At this time, Digital Extremes has not made them tradable, so they're not tradable. The first way you can get them is to do Archon hunts. Now, you will only have access to this once you complete the Veilbreaker quest. Archon hunts, think of them as sorting missions, but with a guaranteed Archon Shard added in. So what you'll do is Archon hunts. The first one and second one may be random, but the third one will always be to fight the Archon. The Archon rotates, and then, at the Archon rotates, that, is what color of shard you get. And so you can do that. As of right now, these are public matchmaking, so you don't gotta worry about doing it yourself. There are some small restrictions, but there is one more way you actually can do it, which is to get it at the Drifter camp. You will have to have completed Veilbreaker in order to actually go do it this way. That is to talk to Call. Archon Mods, okay? Currently, there are only 5 in the game, and you get them from Call's Garrison. You gotta be at least rank 3? I thought it was only rank 2, but rank 3, just another rank in order to get rank 3, rank 2, somewhere around there. Now, basically, they each cost 40 stock. Stock is what you get by completing certain challenges from Call's missions each week at Call's Garrison. But enough about that. Let's get into what these puppies do. Basically, they do the same as their prime counterparts. Except for Archon Stretch, there is no prime stretch, so Archon Stretch just does what its normal stretch counterpart does, except for each of them have an added bonus perk, okay? Archon Continuity, 55% ability duration, just like its primed continuity counterpart. Abilities that inflict toxin status effect will also apply a corrosive status effect. I can see a case use for Saren, maybe. Let's go with Archon Stretch, ability range, and ability that deal electricity damage. Restore 2 energies over 5 seconds. Okay, plus 2 energy over 5 seconds. Okay, see, this would be good for Fort. This would be good for Geyer. but that would especially be good for Wisp, I feel like. Wisp does electric damage. With a 1 actually. So that's yeah. Let's see, Archon Intensify. This is probably the weakest one in my opinion, but that's just because Umbral Intensify exists, which base Umbral Intensify is better than Primed Intensify, and this is based off of Primed Intensify stat-wise, but we get Restoring Health with abilities grants plus 30% ability strength for 10 seconds. This is, in my opinion, all around not that great because restoring health with ability, so it has to be an ability health restore thing. It can't just, it can't be just pick up health drops or anything. If it were just health orbs or health from anywhere, I feel like it would be a lot better. And then let's get into Archon Vitality. Status effects from abilities that deal heat damage will be applied twice. Honestly, this isn't bad at all. I honestly can see a use scenario where I would use it. Actually, you know what? For better or worse, I'm going to buy that. I don't know if I'm going to regret it, but I buy it. There we go. Okay, and then Archon Flow. Let's see. Enemies plus 175% max energy, much like its primed counterpart. Enemies killed by cold abilities have a 10% chance to drop an energy orb. Okay, no. This just isn't good at all in any way, shape, or form. First of all, it had to be cold abilities from cold. It can't just be a weapon from cold or anything from cold. And second of all, it's a 10% chance for it to drop even. It's just all around not great in my opinion. For collection's sake, I'll eventually pick up all of these, but they have very niche case use things, but with that said, each one of them are, with the exception of Intensify, are just icing on the cake things. So, it's not like you're losing a whole bunch by equipping this over primed, but there's no point per se in ranking these up over if you have the prime variant. But once again, with that said again, I'd like to point out that these are alternatively possibly easier to get than primed mods, because prime mods you'll have to wait week by week in order to get them from, eventually get them from the Void Trader. Archon Wisp. Now, you will need the Helminth system unlocked in order to do this, as well as access to Archon Shards and Archon Mods, which means you would need to have finished the new war and the Veilbreaker quest. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's start with the build. Okay, so this is what I have here for the build. Okay, I have Corrosive Projection, Fused Ravage Raw, so can activate all of the things at once. Now, the energy is honestly a little low from the get-go. Okay. I usually don't like such low energy. Usually I will use primed flow on something. So, if you deem well enough to use primed flow on something, then by all means, that's up to you. I'm not going to tell you how to play Warframe. If you want to substitute with Prime Flow, that's entirely up to you. I almost did myself, but for the sake of this build, I didn't. Prime Sure-Footed, once we get to a point we don't need that anymore, I might swap that out for Prime Flow. We'll see. I'll go Reach because, stretch reasons. And speaking of Archon Intensify, Archon Stretch, Archon Intensify, Wisp is probably one of the few frames that can fully to the max take advantage of it, because let's see, her healing, one of her flowers heal. Whether it heals you or your allies, it still counts as her healing. So then it grants the ability strength, and that's just plain brilliant. And this Archon Vitality is mostly for her 4 Soulgate, because Soulgate does apply heat as well as radiation, so that's pretty cool with that. Now, I will note that I chose to put silence on, Wisp, but that's my own personal preference. You can really substitute silence with any other ability that you want. You can even just keep her 2 the way it is if you really want. You don't have to switch it up just because I did, but if you want to build exactly how it is, that is exactly how it is. Let's see. And so far as you can see, the drain is less because of the fact that I have the duration thing longer. And then her 1 ability duration, the buff duration doesn't matter too much because of the fact that you can keep popping in and out of the flower area, as it will. But yeah. And next we will go to the Archon Shards, which is also part of the build, oddly enough. I used the energy max, casting speed, ability strength. Casting speed is mostly for her 2 and I guess her 4. It's not really needed per se. You can switch it out if you really want, put something else, but I wanted this to be this, basically. And yeah, let's go find a mission on the star chart. And of course, it's mocked because why wouldn't it be? We're going to go ahead activate our ability. Okay, and as you can see, we're going so fast that Death Cube can barely keep up. Yeah, that's the thing. And I think we're just always going to have health. Energy. That's just what we're going to have. Now, this is actually basically the game on easy mode in this level, okay? So, here's the thing about Wisp. Wisp's ability, like I mentioned before, the things count towards healing. So, if we activate this and we do ever take enough damage for us to need healing, then bada bing, bada boom. But yeah, right now, as you can see, this is working brilliantly. I basically never run out of energy, and I can activate Soulgate as I want to, as a for fun ability. These are just level 40 to 50 enemies. I think they're level 40 to 50. Yeah, they're level 40 enemies. They will get a little bit stronger as time goes on, but yeah. Okay, and we can activate that whenever we want. And like I said, it counts for other teammates as well. So we are getting our power strength increased almost all the time. I mean, just almost all the time we have that added power strength, especially if we have allies. It just, yeah, it's just crazy. We're basically, unless we stay completely still like all the time, we're pretty much invincible. Okay, we are just defeating a group of enemies, no problemo here. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like Corrupted 4 is coming to us, even though we are specifically solo by ourselves, and you'd think that would proc Corrupted 4 to want to come to us since we're by ourselves, but I guess not. It's fine. It's fine. We didn't want to fight Corrupted 4 anyway. Yeah, these Archon Shards particularly very helpful because they are basically, even though it's just 150 more power strength, they basically helped me free a mod slot so I could use something else for it. And we haven't got to the part even where I need to use silence, because I'm not sure if we will ever get to a point where I need, because I don't think we'll ever get to a point where I actually need to use silence. Oh, silence is even still activated. I've been running around for a little bit like, is silence over yet? No, silence is still activated. It's crazy, but it is. I don't know how to do this, or whether I don't want to do that, so I'm not going to. Okay, let's see, Soulgate again. Yeah, man, that Soulgate is killing everyone. Okay, so yeah, this Wisp can definitely handle the star shot, no problem. If I do die, it's my own fault, but look, I popped those in time thanks to the casting speed. Yeah, you guys thought the casting speed was stupid, didn't you? Yeah, well, joke's on you guys, the casting speed saved my life. Now, yes, I should have never had to be in the position where I did have to use casting speed, but it is what it is, guys. It is. I think I do want to stay till 10 because I am actually having fun. Some of my teammates mostly, but that's that's perfectly fine. It is what it is, right? Teammates come and go, but enemies stay forever. Is that the saying? Oh yeah, Soulgate even took out the XMS. Oh yeah. Yeah, level 42 XMS taken out by a measly Soulgate. Ho ho ho. Champion. The build of champions is here. Now, I do appreciate that this build is pretty much an end game build, but you know, it's still fun. I know some of you guys may be in the maybe thinking Warframe end game, but yeah, Warframe has an end game, and this is it. Yeah, this is it. Now you could change her color to make the soul gate, you know, look a little more soul gatey. But yeah, okay, and this is pretty brilliant, honestly. Yeah. As you see, it's double procking the heat because, yeah. And yeah, it actually makes a soul gate, you know, actual something that can be legitly used in a pension, not just a meme power, as it were. So yeah, we are almost done. We're gonna stay a little bit more just so we can get that final reward. Okay, let's kill this enemy. With this is probably our only nemesis, the Xmas, Leech Xmas. But yeah, we are going to extract because we have done everything we wanted to. And look, we can just stay at the extraction point too. We don't have to worry about enemies coming up to kill us. Because, you know, we heal more than damage they do. Oh, look, they're getting electrified. Ah, okay, well, they're getting electrified. Okay, this is actually quite fun. I'm not even moving the controller. I'm just here. Wisp is killing stuff. Of course, a teammate went there now as well, and for some reason, I don't know why it's blocking bullets for me. Well, thank you, teammates. It's that effort that counts, you know. The blocking the bullets. It's not that I needed bullets blocked for me, but that they were willing to do it is, yeah, that's what counts. That's what counts. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below if you are using this build, if you want to check out this build. It is actually a fun build, and I actually do enjoy playing it quite a bit, and that's the point in the end, that you enjoy what you're playing. So yeah, and with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.